I want to talk about your upbringing, right? From what I understand, you grew up with your grandmother. Before we get into the reason, I just want to clarify: did your parents go abroad, or did they just live on another side of the island?
No, so my mother went to London when I was 5 years old, and my father went to United States. My father lived in, let me see, my father left 99, and my mother left '01, I think. So yeah, my mother lived in England and my father lived in the USA.
All right, so Jamaican grandmothers can be very entertaining, right?
Yeah,
Was it your mother's father or your father's? I mean,
both,
was it your mother's mother or your father's mother?
both of them.
You
So
split time?
yeah, so when me give trouble with one, them just send me go live with the other.
And where were they living?
So one used to live in Pembroke and one used to live in Harborview. The grandmother from Harborview was more of the disciplinarian. That time my mother, she did more like, yo, do your homework, reach home early. And then my other grandmother was just like, yo, just live. And I could have come in late, I could have go up on the road, you know, the house did more festive. It was more of an extended family vibe where everybody kind of live with my cousins, her brother, uncles, like all people living at the one house. But with my other grandmother, which is my mother, it was just her, my grandfather, and yeah, basically 3 or 4 of us in the house at a time.
Was it a church vibe over there?
Church?
Yeah.
No. Funny enough, my grandmother from Pembroke is more of a Christian than my other grandmother.
All right, cool then. So, growing up without the parents, right? What was the communication like?
With my parents?
Yeah, with your parents.
When I want money, I call them.
Yeah.
Is so really and truly, my father did more cool in terms of like, I call my father and ask him like, yo, send me money for buy a shoes, or you know, call my mother and say, yo, I need some credit for my phone. But communication with them did always alright. Like, I probably talk to my mother and my father probably once a week. Yeah, but at least once a week.
All right then. So, the reason I brought that up is because the character you played in Sprinter, the mother left.
Yeah.
Right, and that's a big thing in Jamaica in regards to parents leaving.
I think it's normal.
It is normal, right? It's normal, but the consequences aren't being acknowledged. I think it causes a lot of like pain in people, especially with the previous generation.
Yeah.
This generation is more vocal about it, but the previous generation never acknowledged like the issues that the distance caused.
The thing is, the distance caused issues. But with my generation, millennials, me get the technology side of things. So, I could have seen my mother upon a video call, you know. By them time, I talk to my mother from Facebook. You know, she create my Facebook, my first Facebook account, and my mother make it. You know, my father, I could have called my father upon the phone. As we're the generation before me, probably was just a landline, you know, and barely hear from them. So there was a big difference. So it affect us, but it don't affect us to that level, or it have adverse effects on different type of people.
Has anyone spoken to you after seeing you play that part in that situation?
And like
fans and stuff in regards to saying like, man, they relate to it or they went through that experience also.
Oh yeah, a lot. A lot of Jamaicans have to deal with either their mother being away or their father being away, and some of the time both, because at the end of the day, them leave with the intention to make it better for us. So for instance, my mother and father, apparently the situation that they were in, it looked like they had to leave, because basically, like, I never had a year when I couldn't pay a school fee. When I look at it that way, there was never a time when, like, maybe them used to pay it late, you know, they missed the deadline, but there has never been a time when it's like, me don't have a shoes. Like, me used to go to school, and although nobody never did it for report there except for like my grandmother, you know, but when a party I go keep, me have on the nicest shoes. Like, you know, when barrel come, although at the time when everybody fall out in my house, barrel come and me always make sure say, oh, me get the nice underpants them, me smell like the Irish Spring. So me, honestly, it never affect me to the point of where people think it would. But as something it probably used to affect me when me younger. But the older I get is the more I kind of accept the situation.
In what ways when you were younger do you think it impacted you?
There were things where other people get what me never get what me did want as a child, where I would have, Like as much as my mother and father take care of me, I would have trade them presents. I would have trade them money for them presents. For instance, like I never really used to like Mother's Day. Never really like Mother's Day, Father's Day. The most painful time in my life used to be like report day. Like parent teachers meeting. Because like me never have like a parent feel like everybody have their mother and them father and I say, yo, your mother gonna beat you, your father gonna beat you. Our man would be like, yo, I love my mother and them little thing that me I say, me used to be like, yeah man, I love my mother too. But it's like the connection or the feeling where them have where them would be like, yo, me that jump in front of a bullet for them father, for them mother. I never really have that. Me did have that for my grandmother. Like me feel like me love my two grandmother them more than everything in our world. So honestly, them things that did affect me when me younger. Like, you know, music. Like when me younger, Sizzler.
Thank you, mama.
Sizzler used to have Thank You Mama. And like as the youth, me I listen to Thank You Mama, me I say, alright. Me I say, really and truly like a Thank You Grandma. Or Cartel. All of the mother sang them. Cause me listen to them. I acting, us run a Coronation Market. The vision of me after that when me I go market with my grandmother. Cartel, Mama, like me not really have no me really don't have no connection with my family like that. But them, I don't think them personally like it. But me feel like me probably get to a stage now where, but me did understand at that. I understand say like the move where they make did needed. Like my mother did see a way how to change our situation and see how it would have benefit me and my brother. And my father see a way how he could have changed the situation and benefit me and my sister.
And the reason I ask, because I taught for years, right? And I'm aware how that kind of impacts people. And I'm glad to see you doing your thing. Because when the kids have those years without that connection or like that validation for the parent, they tend to go on other things that's more destructive. That's why I asked the question.
There.
Yeah.
I was definitely going there. Yeah, because so if it, when you look at my shirt, it says Bad Pitney. Like I was very rude. I mean, very rude because I personally believe say maybe his attention me did a seek because like me only used to get certain emotion out of my mother when she tired. Like she say, yo, why you keep on get trouble? Because like me used to get trouble all it. And me remember like me have small memories of my mother. So because I went the time when she left, so me used to blame it. Like when people say, yo, why you so rude and the thing there. I be like, oh yeah, cause my mother left me, or yeah, cause me not have parents. So me did start use it as like an excuse. So certain things never used to hurt me when me younger, you know. Like I suck your mother. What that do for me? You know what I mean? Like me used to swear upon my mother life whole heap, honestly. You know, I never get me to swear upon my grandmother life before. Me I be like, yo, me I'm swear upon my mother. But the level of what people did think it affect me did deal with it fast, personally. But it did make me fight. It did make me want to go out and like get my own fast. Because my father, mother, which is my grandmother, when I grew up with most of my life, she was more of, because it was an extended family, and we did have different characters in the family, whether it be the person a gangster. My side of family they also suffer. Some people they suffer from like mental illness as well. And then the era with the Dana was like, in terms of ghetto, it started to develop into a ghetto growing up in terms of the population are like crackheads. Like I grew up around like whole heap of crackhead. And you know, shootings will happen from time to time, but there were companies in the community where it's like you're not supposed to appare it. And I can say that my grandmother, she can do her best, but trying to manage 5, 6 kids in the household, she couldn't do that effectively to the best of her abilities. Because the income never right, because all we have mother and father, but not all we like. If my auntie send money, it take care of all the way. If my father send money, it take care of all the way. So anything we have to share, and you are going to prioritize the girls them more than the boys them. So like when my cousins them, we can't afford for them go outside, them are going to breed. You have to shelter the daughter, you have to shelter the girl them. So like for me did allowed for go out the road and get trouble and come in late and like don't wear no slippers, fight. Not really allowed, but me did get away with it, you know. So and there were certain things where them couldn't do. Now my other grandmother don't have like a granddaughter. She only grew boys.
You the only one at the house at the time, or is other people at the house with this grandmother?
So with the other grandmother, she did have my brother, which is my mother other son, my younger brother, and him they live with her, and my uncle. But she's more of a military and kind of military, fully. The videos I make, majority of it is about her. Yeah.
All right.